You don't have restrictions. HSC doesn't seem to be a bother. What if this thing falls on my head? You know, and I was looking at the person, but you say, if you no get eye, why would you be working in this place? But hey, I'm not trying to be critical. I'm only echoing the complaints of the people in River State concerning the Ring Road project. So we're going to open the phone lines right now, and we're going to hear from you firsthand this morning, your experiences, your grouse, your grievance, whatever it is, your complaints about this project. We're starting off with Rumor City this morning, as a lot of people were complaining bitterly, and I mean bitterly, this morning at about 7 a.m.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Hello, Port Harcourt, with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
So 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. The smart number is 070-0923-0923. 070-0923-0923. All right, 070-0923-0923. Facebook and X at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook, and on X at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH. WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416. Our first caller is Ibiso, speaking to us from Odili Road. Ibiso, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
About your topic on ground, on construction sites. To me, the road safety, for now, I don't think they know what they're doing. Because in a construction site, if for example in Nigeria, where you're building this, there's a construction site there that people have to divert. Before, I think there's a filling station before your
yes.
Your
there are about 2 stations, left and right.
Yes. Now, before getting to that place, we put a caution sign, a divert sign, men at work, danger sign. So people don't even get close to that place. Before you even start the construction, you make option A, B, and C route for people to follow. Let them not come to that site, because what they are doing there is purely on construction. So anybody that is coming there, if you don't have a business coming there, they ask you, where are you going to? You put this tape, yellow and black, or red and white tape there. Nobody, you cordon that area. But here, you will see they are doing construction work. Close, just 1 feet away from that place. You see people are passing there, drivers are passing there, somebody is up there on scaffolding job there, and different things will just happen. So if these people, these agencies that are concerned know what they are doing, before they even flag up or start the work there, they must come there and do their own duty, their own work before people. It must not make sure that people should not pass there. And anybody that is going there must put on the helmet, safety boots before you go to that place. But yes, nothing. When something happens now, you will see that will come with different people. We are suit, come with capacity in large quantity to say sorry. No, let us prevent what will happen before it didn't happen. Thank you.
Muriel is not Krika. Muriel, good morning to you. Welcome to Hello Port Harcourt.
Thank you, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning, please.
Abba, Jude, those people that are complaining, let them sit down. Let God use them now. This one is complaining bitterly. Let them calm down. This is a major development coming to their area. It's as if there will not be alternative routes. I think those roads will be small, we know, but there will definitely be too much of traffic. People will move, cars will move. You will come out of your house and you will go back. Even though the roads are not perfect, even before that we're staying at this Rumokuta area, we were passing one small alternative route. We were managing it until when they completed the roads, we started moving freely. They should calm down. Those people that are complaining, they are also the ones that will close major roads, the Kwere road, when they want to do burial, all of us will manage and pass corner. They should relax. If a major development coming, it's just for the time being. They should calm down. There will definitely be roads. There is no way they will say government to just block the road and not create alternative roads. So let them manage.
I agree with you, Mira, but I heard a man who was walking was still good enough. It's difficult, and I can understand where he was coming from, because if you remember, Mira, when the Rumokuta Bridge was being constructed, a lot of people complained about the Paralink Road, the farm road that was the alternate road, that it was hellish to get to mile 3 from this part of town because the road was not fixed. It was something that ought to have been done.
Yeah, Jude, but I don't think it's something they should just. They will at least there is an alternative road. Okay, if you say it's so some of those old buildings,
yes, the road is wider,
and the place is looking very clear and open. They should just calm down for the time being.
Okay,
things will be better. All things will be well. They can manage. We are the ones that are even closing road all the time.
Talk about shade. You're just walking down and boom, they throw you some shade. That's why I love you guys in Port Harcourt. Good morning, Jude. I must say that it is good you raised this topic. The construction project is a welcome development. However, is in our insensitive attitude to things, we care less about the people's safety and discomfort. Alternative routes should have been worked on before ease of movement. How safe are the routes for motorists? See heavy vehicles moving through narrow routes. Most importantly, are security personnel on those alternative routes? Robbers will certainly go on. Okay, all right. I'll come back and I'll read this comment after the break. This morning, we are talking about the roads, the impact of the road. We want to get your assessment, your views so far on the ring road construction. Now, it has gotten to an advanced stage. I think sometime in December, a lot of people were just, dilly-dallying. They knew, they were seeing the heavy-duty equipment. Some of the roads, let's use Rumosi as a reference point now, because that's where we got to this morning. That's where I was eliciting some of these responses. It's always brilliant when you're in the midst of people and they have no idea who you are. You're just getting to hear them and just be immersed in their space and in their thoughts. So that's what happened this morning, walking down, seeing people I've known for a while, right, that this was going on, because I'd walked down to the area. But now some of the complaints that people have, where at least people made mention this morning, seem justified. That look, they don't have a problem with the road. It's not that the ring road is bad or the construction is bad, but some of them feel that these things should have been done in a better, safer, and more humane way. That is, with them in consideration. And one of the things, particularly I can't get over the man who had his 2 children by his hands, waiting for a taxi, waiting for a way to get to school. They were walking down, and he just kept on saying, why did they have to wait so long before telling people? Whatever happened to putting signs? Whatever happened to announcing it on radio or on television, so that people who don't know. And then I don't know, I'm not playing devil's advocate here for the government, but we knew, didn't we? The government said all of this last year. There were discussions. People were complaining, particularly those who were meant to be compensated, for their buildings and stuff. So they knew. You can't say, honest that you did not know. But they knew. So at the point where, it wasn't too bad, you didn't complain. But now that, the roads have gotten to the point where they are cordoned off or they are blocked and you don't have access, you're complaining? Is that fair to the government? But anyway, we want to hear your views. We're going to be reading them out on project so far. 0700 Good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Jude. On this, nobody should complain. A period was given, announcement was made. There was a time they came for marking and evaluation. Everybody saw it. In fact, at the Rumosi on their particular place, I have a female friend. I have a very big boutique there. The day of the demolition, she called me. I was there with her. Okay, sorry, marking, not demolition. That was last year. I told her, get another shop. Let here just be an annex for you. She said, no problem. No worry. When did she call me? Come, come. I said, I'm not coming. I'm busy in the office.
Come to do what, please? What's going on?
When they came to, as in, for the demolition and the arrangement between she and the owner of the place and stuff like that. Now, what am I trying to say? A quick notice was given. Ahead information. The community, the indigenous people, and the tenants and the business community that should be affected, what plan do they make? Nothing. Even the community should be held liable for any inconvenience.
How so? How so?
It's your community that bringing development. Why can't you make a provision for people to pass as access?
Okay.
Sometimes we live like if we are in a primitive age. Government wants to give you a facility. There are neighboring communities living there with you, tenants living with you, people developing your community or living with you, but you don't care for them. Why can't the community come up together and say, look, company or government, before now come start this work, now we there here in our community, we create here, make people they pass. Why honor they work for here? Did the community do that?
Well, I wouldn't say, let's not be too hasty to indict them, but maybe something was, because I know that for that road, I know there's a road that takes you straight to Ozuoba from that access, and I think that road is still passable right now.
Did you hear any day the community people came out? They gather all the old tenants and everybody living there and give an announcement. Because of this construction, we the community people say you people should pass here. We don't want anything to affect our development that is coming. Do they go together and start cleaning the access roads and access medium?
Okay,
to get this and that?
What about the government? What about the government?
Oranges and all these things. Do they gather them? Look, one and not near this side. More than 30 side. See, the truth is this: we cannot be living in a modern day age and be living as if we are primitive people. I don't care. As long as this do not concern me, we should stop this attitude in the Niger Delta region. Now, this thing they cause so they fit develop. We see this character and attitude. Oh, it's very inconveniencing us. So we are suffering. We are dying.
Zion, hold on. Zion, hold on. I think a lot of people who are listening will probably agree to the view that yes, maybe the communities themselves should have been more proactive. Maybe in November, December of last year when this thing just started. But what about the government? So the man complained that why didn't the government make announcements that we have gotten to this point? Can you make this route your place to stay? Somebody also mentioned the Federal Road Safety Corps, that they're not seeing them at that spot to help with the management of traffic, as we have seen.
This material how to create all this access is not the government.
I see.
The indigenous people, the community, they have a CLO. They have CLO that is shopping money as I'm talking to you on this project. What do they do? Did they consult with their leaders? and the community and the government and the company doing the project, the contractor, because of this work, make gonna create here, make people pass, so that people no go come near where on equipment and day. Do they do that? Let's not be talking as if we are not living in a modern day world. Go to other developed nations before any construction is being taking place. They mark environment where people should pass, where people should not go because of flying objects. In some company, they write it PPE, protection, whatever.
Personal protective equipment.
Let's be honest now. So they will put them a flying object. Don't come close. And if you look at that, are there not flying objects there? What about that lifting one motor, whatever? He fell off and cut off. He affects. See, we are educated people. We should stop living as if we are primitive people. I'm charging the community. The community should be held responsible.
Okay.
They are paramount ruler and the CDC. The youth leaders should be held responsible. Go and create access road. People living there, people coming to develop your community. You should be grateful, including the business community.
All right, thank you very much, Zion. He's indicting the community that the government has done its best. They made announcements last year. I'm shocked that some people say they didn't know, but hey, they made announcements last year. But what about the alternative routes? Why weren't they fixed? Zion says hold the local government, hold the community, the CLOs, the CDC chairman, the paramount ruler responsible. Now, back to the message from Emmanuel. Emmanuel says that the construction project is a welcome development. However, in our insensitive attitude to things, we care less about the people's safety and discomfort. Alternative routes should have been worked on for ease of movement. How safe are those routes for motorists? See heavy vehicles moving through narrow routes. Most importantly, are security personnel on those alternative routes? Robberies will certainly go on. See Rumosi, can they walk on the Alakaya Link Road to Rumalogu? That's a very good road, by the way. Yeah, that's true. That road will take people to Rumalogu. I know that place very well, but it's not very bad now, is it? You know, some potholes here and there. But all these things will be justified with let them calm down and suffer now to enjoy later. Emmanuel from Uniport. 92.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Hello, yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. My name is Victor.
Welcome, Victor. Victor, please, can you turn off your radio or step away from the radio, please? Okay, thank you, Victor. Hello?
I'm hearing you.
Okay, go on, please. Go on.
So just like what Zion said, you see, community is one of the major problems that we have here. Because they know all these things, not that they don't know. They know. But they are looking for...
Victor, please call us back. They're looking for what exactly? A lot of clarification is needed. What are the community people looking for, Victor? All right, Facebook and X. Let's quickly rush to those platforms. At Nigeria Info PH. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. And this morning we're talking about the Ring Road project in Port Harcourt. Once again, how has it affected you? What's your story? What's your commute like? What are the observations rather you like to share with us this morning? I'm trying to get the X app. That's Twitter, by the way. Okay, former Twitter, formerly known as Twitter. Okay, all right, so I'm trying to get that up on my device. All right, got it up. So at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you will find us on Facebook and on X. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. If you want to call us, smart number 070 0923 0923 070 0923 0923. Once again, 070-0923-0923. If you just join us, we're talking about Port Harcourt this morning. Obviously, it's the office beat and what affects the businesses around your area more than access roads. And this morning, we're talking about the roads, transportation, and all the other things involved that you're experiencing right now as the Ring Road project is reaching advanced stages. Well, Kelly from Ibiba says, good morning. Okay, no, Kelly, I think this is a different conversation. You're talking about House of Assembly. This is a different conversation, Kelly. All right, Ibiso says, good morning. I totally agree with Zion. The CLO is to do the work like in Lagos when they are working on the Third Mainland Bridge. They asked people to follow through National Stadium and everything went well. All right, Isaac here says, hi G, good morning. I do not agree with the callers who are saying that the people who are complaining are insensitive. No, it is the government and those who are carrying out the operations that are insensitive. They haven't learned from their past mistakes over the years. You want to start a project, all well and good. Whatever happened to regular information? Whatever happened to sometimes even day-to-day information? In Lagos, you would find the FRSC on certain routes when the construction was at its peak 3 years ago. They were there every day and they would give regular updates even on television. Why can't that be done here in Port Harcourt? Is it because Rumosi is a small place? I totally disagree with that comment. The government should have made it known that so and so thing has been done at so and so point, and so and so route should be used. It is not a question of just the local government or the community. It is the government and the construction company. Shame on them both. Isaac says, it seems as though we haven't learned from the previous construction from 3 years ago. You know, we suffer for a bit. And he's saying, look, why should we even suffer for a bit? Why? The issues in discussion fall within the purview of the government and the contractors. It is the EIA, that's Environmental Impact Assessment, that the risk assessment should highlight these issues. In stakeholders' engagement, this issue should have been elaborately identified and mitigation plans mapped out. Samuel, with that comment, I don't think I can agree less with Samuel. I do not think anyone really can agree less with Samuel. Once again, it is in the EIA, that's Environmental Impact Assessment, that the risk management should highlight these issues. In stakeholders' engagement, the issue should have been elaborately identified. See, I like this bit. Elaborately identified and the mitigation plans mapped out. So what were the mitigation plans? Now, somebody has made mention of Alakaya. Somebody also mentioned the roads. I know from where the roundabout is, where Rumosi Junction, where the major work is being done. I know the roads that lead you to a boundary, for example, and the other one on the left that will take you back to Ozoba. The Ozoba one fares better than the one that takes you to boundary. There are lots of bumps along that place. Maybe those roads should have been done. And then from Alakaya Junction, there's a road that takes you from Alakaya Junction straight to Rumalogo, Ozoba. Then from there, you turn to your right and you make your way to Choba. Maybe a bit of tarring would have helped. You know, maybe. I don't know. But hey, someone is saying all of these things should have been discussed way before we got to this time. All right, Tony Stark is going well, but a lot of buildings have been destroyed. This is on Facebook. Emeka Gugam says it's going well, but it's a project for money making. They don't have the idea to enrich the people. All right. So once again, how is the ongoing project impacting your routine? What routes are you taking to your schools, to your offices? How much are you paying? Are you satisfied with the level of information that has been passed down, thus far? This is January 30th. Are you pleased with some of the information that you had? Have you even received any information? Some people on the street this morning were complaining. Once again, I'm not playing or holding brief for the government, but these things were announced since last year. They were announced since last year. Let's get back to the phone lines. So 017-923-0002, 0817923-0002, 070 for the smart number, 070-0923-0923, 070-0923-0923. That's the smart number. At Nigeria Info, PH at Nigeria Info. PH, all right, is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info. PH at Nigeria Info. PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. Please, once again, do not call the WhatsApp or Telegram number. Whenever you do so, you are going to be preventing me from reading messages just like now. All right? Please, don't call the WhatsApp or Telegram number. Just send a message. All right? Please, just send a message. Well, Felicia Godwin on Facebook says, "Hi Jude, while I agree with the caller Zion for his contribution regarding the input of the community, however, speaking as a HSE professional, the risk assessment should have been done to identify certain pitfalls and prefer mitigating solutions. It's entirely the responsibility of the construction company in collaboration with the client to do the needful. Alternative routes should be created for ease of navigation." Felicia Godwin, thank you very much. So the onus is on the construction company to have worked with the government to create alternative routes, to have had them fixed. Now, the thing is that there are alternative routes, but the question is, how motorable are they? Now, there's a road right close to the what they call the timber market. What do you call that place now? The name just escapes me. Slaughter. Aha. Yes. There's a small slaughter market here where, people buy their beef from, their meat from, right? That road isn't great. Ideally, what should have happened was that maybe in November or December last year, maybe a bit of a grading of that road should have occurred. That way, people who need to get to Ozuoba or who are in Ozuoba and need to connect, to this part of town would pass that route with ease. But no, that wasn't done. And I also gathered that, the same is applicable to the road from Rumosi that leads all the way down to to Boundary in Alu. It's the same. Some of those things should have been done. I don't know. Once again, I cannot hold brief for the construction company. Neither can we hold brief for the government. But were there announcements prior to this? The government last year did make mention that this was going to happen. It wasn't done in secrecy. Wasn't done. So the question is, should more have been done? Well, let's hear from you. First and foremost, what's your route like? How are you experiencing it right now? Is there an increase in the cost? They incur costs right now. And then your concerns, your observations. Are you pleased with the way the road construction is going? Is it affecting your immediate environment? Yada, yada, yada. Tell us. Let's get to hear from you. All right, WhatsApp 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. Good morning, Jude. I am of the opinion that the construction company has more in terms of blame concerning this issue. Were they contracted? Did they meet the standards for their operations? They most likely have. But the question is, why are they not helping to ease the traffic? It's not enough to put diversion signs or then let people know that they shouldn't come here because it's unsafe. What about making the travel for all those who have alternative routes to follow be easier? They should have at least graded the roads or even fixed those roads before, and that's where the local government chairman should be held responsible. They knew that these roads were going to come in play when the major road was being fixed. What did they do? Nothing. Rivers people do not learn. Nothing, he said. Nothing was done. Is that exactly true? Nothing was done? Well, the reality was this morning, a lot of people were not pleased on their walk or their way to the office or to drop their children in school. I saw a lot of people engaged in school runs this morning, and boy, it was almost as though everybody on the road from about Rumosi Junction all the way to where the office is, it was like they were all exchanging sub stories. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, that is just that this they didn't do well, this do well, they didn't do well. And once again, those who were indicted, the Federal Road Safety Corps people complained that they didn't see a road safety vehicle in that place, or up till now. I don't know about now. Maybe the FRC boss has sent somebody there. Who knows? But they said no one there to manage the traffic situation, and it is hellish in the evenings. Then the alternative roads are not great, and then announcements were not made to tell people of the diversions. It's one thing to put a sign, so that thing to let people know, so that even before you get into your vehicle, you are already aware that there should be, or there is a place that I can use rather than coming to where I will meet a bottleneck. These were some of the complaints we observed this morning, and we'll bring some of these complaints to the relevant authorities, maybe get them to join us in the studio and have a conversation about it. For now, thank you as always for joining us. We'll be talking about cars in about 10 minutes time. Car Corner, it's Tuesday, and then by 11, you probably heard the news, there was a fire outbreak. We'll be talking about the waterways and the jetties in River State. My name is Jude.
Talk radio. 92.3
Talk radio.
Number one talk all the time. Sports station.
On your talk station. The conversation never ends.
Let the person walk, we will vote you. You see, the person doesn't have to even tell us to wait for the godfather to take him again.
You carry your file everywhere. Who won't give you job?
But I mean, some people have succeeded. Unfortunately.
So let's not lie.
No.
It's Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Did you know? Did you know?
Did you know? Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know? Did you know? Did you know?
Did you know?
History. The Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China is a series of fortifications made of stone, brick, tempered earth, wood, and other materials